This week you're going to be reading Act 1, Scene 2 of Diary of Anne Frank. Once you finish Scene 2, you're going to be asked to pick out character traits of the main characters in the play. So I'm going to review what character traits are. An author gives the readers pieces of a puzzle to solve the character's identity. Ways that we have seen the characters express themselves, it could either be direct, which means that it's directly stated in the text. Like, for example, Sally is a warm and friendly girl, or the student seems very nervous. Or it can be indirect. There are 5 different ways a character is revealed indirectly: through speech, what they say, their thoughts and emotions, their effect on others or other characters in the story, their actions, and what they look like. So in speech, the character reveals themselves through what they say. For example, he grabbed the man and yelled, "Give me your money." So you would have to assume or infer that this person is a robber because of what they said. Also, they reveal themselves through their thoughts. Their private thoughts. For example, Allison knew she should have given money to the homeless man and felt very bad about it. So there, that person, Allison, may be feeling guilty, or maybe they are a generous person or a nervous person because they didn't give the money at the time. Also, a character reveals himself through their actions and how they affect other people. For example, the new girl in school seems very nice, said Jessica happily. So Jessica is speaking about someone else. So the new girl seems like a nice person. Nathan is awesome at soccer, remarked the fan. He made 2 goals during the game. So another person is saying something about Nathan. So you can assume that Nathan is athletic. Next, a character may reveal themselves through their actions. The writer describes the characters and actions. For example, the baby bawled all night. So that's their action. They were crying all night, so obviously they're upset. Their looks. The writer describes the character's looks, dresses, and appears. He was a tall boy with blonde hair and brown eyes. The woman was wearing a beautiful blue gown with a pearl necklace. His eyes were as cold as stone. So those are ways that an author reveals something about a character. So here are some quick videos that you can watch to see each one of these steel characterizations in action, to pick them out. And then here is an example from Diary of Anne Frank. Now you're picking out ones from Scene 2. Here's one from Scene 2. Mr. Frank replied, "Please, don't think of it. After all, we'll all have plenty of leisure to arrange everything ourselves." So by what he says and how he speaks to the new residents of the attic, it is revealed that Mr. Frank is a very generous and caring person based on this. In Scene 1, which this is one that you wouldn't be using because you're only doing Scene 2, Miep Geis is replying to Mr. Frank after the war. She says, no, it wasn't suffering. You can't say we suffered." So this reveals that Miep is a very caring person also, and that she is very humble because she did not think that the sacrifices she made were all that great. So after you read Act 1, Scene 2, you're going to go to slide number 16, click on the hyperdoc. It will take you to this. You have to make a copy of it. And you can click here to find examples of character traits. We don't want to see you saying sad, mad, things like that. And then you fill in the charts. Actions, words for each person.